Superman 2 Inches is not the title James Gunn has disclosed for the next Superman sequel. It seems that the Man of Steel may share the focus in the upcoming chapter of the DCU's Superman saga, while also adopting a classic comic book name, which supports Gunn's earlier revelations that Superman 2 wouldn't be happening, although sequels will. The official title of the Superman sequel is Man of Tomorrow, as confirmed by James Gunn. Along with stars Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor, and David Corenswit's Superman, Gunn also provided new artwork hinting at the next film. What we know about Man of Tomorrow, the meaning behind the term, what the new images may be hinting at for the upcoming DCU movie. The original DC Comics, which dates back to the 1940s Golden Age, is where the new Man of Tomorrow title first appeared. Man of Tomorrow is one of Superman's traditional other names, much like Man of Steel or Last Son of Krypton. In addition to referring to Superman's ancestry from a highly developed extraterrestrial society, the Man of Tomorrow moniker also primarily pertains to his portrayal as the ideal that humanity can aspire to and eventually hope to attain. Additionally, the name has a connection to Metropolis, often known as the City of Tomorrow. Among the well-known comics that use the Man of Tomorrow title are Alan Moore's Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow and Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman, both of which have enduring plotlines, which served as a key source of inspiration for Gunn's first Superman movie. In the same way, Lex Luthor made a big comeback in DC Comics' Superman, Man of Tomorrow series from the 1990s. In addition to the thrilling new title revelation, Gunn also unveiled Jim Lee's latest artwork, which juxtaposes Superman and Lex Luthor. The 2025 date on the artwork beneath Lee's autograph and Superman's DCU outfit suggests that this piece was created especially for Gunn's announcement. Superman and Lex Luthor are depicted together in all three of the new pictures, with Luthor prominently donning his vintage green comic book uniform. Firstly, this means that the future DCU movie may very possibly have Luthor getting his hands dirtier with more direct fights with Superman. In contrast to the previous Superman film, in which Lex used vocal orders from Luthor Corp to control agents like Ultraman. But only one of the Jim Lee photos, the one that Holt uploaded, shows Superman and Luthor engaged in combat. Superman and Luthor are shown side by side in Gunn's picture, and Kal-El is always leaning on Luthor's armor while holding a screwdriver, indicating a friendlier connection than one might anticipate from the conclusion of the first Superman film. Similarly, Superman and Luthor appear prepared for battle in the picture that Corenswit uploaded, but it appears that they are fighting together rather than against one another. Taking everything into account, it seems likely that the Man of Tomorrow will make reference to both Luthor and Superman. After all, before Superman appeared, Luthor was the City of Tomorrow's hero and adored son. From one perspective, Luthor may be considered the Man of Tomorrow due to his sophisticated technology and brilliant intelligence. Gunn's assertions that Man of Tomorrow won't be a straightforward Superman 2 would also be supported by Luthor's role as a co-protagonist. In light of such notion, maybe a more serious danger will force the two adversaries to cooperate, hopefully for Brainiac. Although they are uncommon, Superman and Luthor have collaborated on comics previously, most notably in Joshua Williamson's House of Brainiac, tale from last year, in which the two battled Brainiac together. The July 9th, 2027, release date of Man of Tomorrow has also been announced by James Gunn. Accordingly, the DCU sequel will be published in 2026, 1 year after Supergirl and 2 years after the original Superman. The removal of the Woman of Tomorrow moniker from the next Supergirl film also makes more sense now. Overall, as the new DCU continues to develop and flourish with new films and television series, it will be fascinating to find out more about James Gunn's Man of Tomorrow as its release date approaches. DC Studios will release Man of Tomorrow on July 9th, 2027.